Hello viewers, how are you? Today I am in the Tokyo, it's the Ginza, what you said, this is a beautiful place here, and one of my respected teacher, Mr. Matsumoto Michihiro, he's a good English speaker, you can say there's a samurai spirit, and one of my friend is a Sako Hirofumi, he's also speaking a good FUMIYA.
Yes, your name is FUMIYA and my name is FUMIYA.
FUMIYA, I'm FUMIYA and he's a FUMIYA.
Yes.
So tonight I'm going to talk about this, the world affair issues, that what's going to happen in the world, especially the America is now what is going, what the Trump was doing it is the right thing, or the Biden is going to the mishandling. I think that these two Japanese, very high spirit samurai people, they can speak about it. Assalamu alaikum, sir. How are you?
Yes, fine.
Welcome to Mughal channel, sir.
My pleasure.
Yes,
Thank you,
Matsumoto Sensei, I would like to ask you, maybe long time we have been making talk shows, this samurai spirit, like you have been this, what is it, samurai talk.
Samurai
so
talk, yeah.
Tonight again we are going to make a samurai talk. So let's talk about you. How do you feel about this world affair now?
Well, I think it's a pretty getting complicated. It takes a complicated person like me to see things as they are. Now we're getting to the point where we can't see things clearly right now. But I think it's opportunity the crisis is opportunity. The crisis is so real. It's not imagined. So the crisis is an opportunity to get everything straight. Now is a wonderful opportunity for the Japanese to learn the spirit of journalism, meaning that avoiding opinion from fact, fact and opinion, opinion and logic. They must go together like two wheels of a car, and yet the fact remains that in Japan they try to put the emotion first instead of the fact. Now, time for us to put together both fact and emotion. That's journalism.
Yes.
But is there any journalism in Japan?
I don't think so. Yes.
I don't think so. Yeah.
You're right, sir. So, Mr. Matsumoto, I would like to ask you that this, happening in the Afghanistan now, that Taliban is coming here and the Americans going back. What do you think is right and wrong?
I think it's a legitimate. The Americans have a legitimate reason to get out of it, because if you will put it in a historical perspective, British were the first to come join Afghanistan. And then the Russians came in, and they left. Americans came in. Johnny come lately, and then I think what makes the Chinese snicker, grin from behind. It's now their turn to step into the shoes.
Step in the shoes.
Yeah, I think the Pakistan will be the next.
Yeah.
The pretty strategically important position for the Pakistanis in. So I saw it coming from the perspective of the history. I think that the Chinese might get a foot in the door of Afghanistan, knowing that they're going to repeat another mistake that they have, left off. The Chinese, should they come in, they're going to pick up that they left off.
Yes, right. Yes, you're right. So, Mr. Sako-san, I would like to ask you, what do you think that, we are the long-time friends, Matsumoto Sensei, you're watching this news, every day is that about that America is going back to their country and Taliban is going to be making a new country.
Yes.
What do you think about this situation as a Japanese? How the Japanese media maybe said not showing us, but I think you're watching it as a Japanese. I would like to ask you that a lot of foreigners are watching it. So I want your opinion about as a Japanese.
Japanese media are totally controlled by the press code since 1985, 45. I'm sorry. After Japan was defeated by the America, there is a strong press code, and the CIA is controlling Dentsu. Dentsu is a news source of all the major media. So if you turn on to the next channel, or whatever channel can saying the same thing.
Yes.
There's no difference.
Yes.
And it's a very short term, perspective. Just Taliban is now take a dominance over there, and then people were trying to escape from the country, just like the end of fall of Saigon, which happened. I think we just say it's a kind of a deja vu of what happened to Vietnam when Saigon fell. But in my opinion, media did not, no media in Japan never covered the historic view.
Yes.
If we would view back the history, Afghan is home to a very brave bandit type of nomadic people, and I think it was first Russia came and they were beaten, and then the Great Britain tried to colonize it and then beaten, and then now it was America. So I would say Afghan is a kind of the graveyard for the strong powers from the West.
Yeah, you're right. Yes.
But no media, Japanese media.
Yeah, no talking about it. Because I think, Mr. Sako, the Japanese media is not going there, not, making a reporting from the, the Nama, what you say, the live broadcasting. They're buying the news, as you said.
Exactly.
The news is like a product.
Yes.
You can buy from here, you can buy and just publish it and broadcast it, which is not a journalism.
No journalism.
No journalism.
I mean, no what is quote unquote journalist in Japan, just a reporter or interpreter of American-made news, distributed by a Dentsu to the daily media, and they are talking the same thing, reading their paper. But problem is, as I mentioned before, we tend to forget the historic long viewpoint, that how Afghan people has been strong in the past, and it is a invincible nation in a sense, and so that's the reason why I call it the graveyard for the strong powers.
Yeah, Mr. Sako, your comment is really very powerful. I love your power.
Thank you.
One thing I ask you, now the Japanese Prime Minister is going to resign it, and new government is coming. I don't know what the Japanese is thinking about it. If you become a Prime Minister of Japan, what do you deal about with Taliban or with this world situation? Just as example.
Okay.
Yes.
From the beginning, I have no prejudice over any religions, because I believe the religion come from one and getting integrated into one eventually, because religion in its essence just teach us whatever it is, Jewish or Judaism or Christianity, Islam or Buddhism or Taoism or Hindu or whatever, they just equally tell us to be good. And God in English is the maximum goodness, right?
Yes.
So good is, what is good? My answer is very simple, and being good is promoting life. Good is for life. Good is for life. On the other hand, bad is hurting life, and bad is against life. Good is for life. Bad is against life. Evil kills. Killing is evil from any religious viewpoint. But religion, like especially Judeo-Christian, Muslim, tend to be dualistic in their view, and they tend to compete in who is more justice, who is closer to God, or I don't know. But they tend to be used by the greedy people who like to divide people and then make them fight, and they just take out of profit out of that kind of struggle. So this is very stupid. And Japanese, if I were a prime minister of Japan, first I struggle ourselves to really let Japan really go independent. Yes, even from the U.S. And the U.S. and Japan stay as a good friends, but
to be independent.
Yes, we must be in a real, genuine sovereign power, which means we can defend ourselves by ourselves, not relying on any American forces or something like that. And then I think this is my viewpoint, but now we are in the midst of the civilization's most amazing transition, revolution of technical innovation, and I am the one who have coined this civilization, emerging civilization as air civilization.
Air civilization. Yes.
AI is an acronym of AI plus IoT plus robot. It's like air. So I'm telling that the air is fitting in the air.
I see. Yeah, very good.
Yes.
So we are getting in the good air now here.
Yes,
Speaking in the good air.
Yes.
So I would like to ask you, Mr. Matsumoto, same like thing. That this is a very, very short time video. I can make it long time. Now the Japanese Prime Minister resigning.
Yeah.
If you become a Prime Minister of Japan, what do you suggest about this Taliban? The Taliban get independent now from America. What do you think about it? Japan should be an independent country or whatever?
If I were a Prime Minister of Japan, the first thing that I might do perhaps is turn public opinion around from the speeches into the debate. When I say debate, it means a value-free debate, because Mr. Sako has mentioned the variety of religions. Lots of religions, monotheistic religions, polytheistic religions, and pantheistic religions. Lots of religions. That's pretty confusing in the eyes of many a person in Japan. But what I would like to do is to recommend the people in Japan start debating issues.
Debating. To listen others, talk yourself.
That's right.
Get your opinion.
A lot of people try to come up, the YouTubers, trying to talk a lot, talking words and words and words, and promises. And the time for them to get together and debate things improper. That's what I call the age of debate is coming here.
Age of debate is coming here. Right.
Everyone has to take part in the verbal debate based on logic and reasoning instead of getting swayed by emotions. That's the way it is in Japan. That's the way it has been in Japan.
I see.
That's what people say, that we have to reason with each other instead of getting personally, emotionally involved.
Doesn't matter.
That's, we're not getting anywhere in that respect. And it takes a person like you to encourage Japanese people to take up debating.
That's right, debating. So viewers, this is very short time, views. I was listening to this. The two Japanese intellectuals, they have the good mind, good views. They knows how about the world and speak about the Japanese position. I think that even the Japanese Prime Minister cannot speak like this, or maybe Japanese Parliament cannot speak like this. But these two common. They are the good writer. Matsumoto son is a writer. He's writing about 100 of books here. I love his books, and he's also spiritual. He's also spiritual, my friend. So I hope to see you again. I think you like this program. I hope to see you again. Thank you very much, sir. See you again. Thank you so much. Assalamu alaikum. Thank you so much.
Peace be upon you.
Thank you so much, Professor.